salary. Income, rewards from avenues to wealth. Look at the last 1 year, everything you have earned, divided by the number of the period you are there. So that it gives an average. What you want to capture here is your average monthly income. And you can divide this income into 2 categories. One category will be active, the other category will be passive. So, if you don't have passive yet, just put 0 in the passive. But if you have active, write the active down. We need to snap today. Because if you don't snap today, we don't have a map. And you will not achieve financial independence or free. You will not achieve freedom with having a clear map. Now, very quickly, I'd like us to take this picture. Okay? Very important picture. Fill in what you have drawn, your income. Fill it in. What's your current income? What's it made up of? Yeah? I will ask somebody to come and demonstrate this by sharing their picture with us. Expense. Now listen, many of us don't even have an idea how much we spend monthly. Are we together? Now, if you don't know how much you spend monthly, there's a problem. One of the things you need to do from here, I told you yesterday that money equals to what? I said money is what? Discipline. Okay, one of the key disciplines is you need to know very clearly what's my budget for my expense on a monthly basis. I can tell you mine for my family. Okay, that of course I learned the hard way. I learned when things were rough to get used to spending less than I had. And because I had developed that culture, even though now I spend more than then, but I still a consciousness of knowing this is how much I spend per month. If it finishes, the person who manages our family finance knows that there will be negative feedback. So we need to ensure. So the kind of conversation I have with my wife is, look, this is how much we have. We can't do this. Okay, she's the one that tells me what we can't even do. Not the other way around. Because this is the budget that we have, and we'll stick with it. So take a snapshot of your expense. I will have said divide into active and passive, but there's no active or passive expense. There's expense. Oh, there's passive expense, the one that you didn't know you are going to spend. But it must be contained within a budget. Write the number. Now, for many people, what I discovered, and listen, when I say expense, let me help you a little bit. Children's school fees, expense. NEPA bills, expense. Money for food, allowance, expense. Generator fuel, expense. Car fuel, expense. Transportation, expense. Globalcom, MTN, expense. Eh? You said what? Cash? Last man, do that. DSTV, expense. Feeding, expense. Anything that takes money out of your pocket on a regular basis is an expense. Loan repayment, expense. Mortgage repayment, expense. Books, expense. Service is not expensive. Huh? NEPA bills, fashion, clothes, soap, provisions. Thank God it's Friday. Ashwebi, expense. Now, you need to get a figure for your expense on a monthly basis. We need to, hello? This is very important. You need to leave this place with a snapshot of your personal profile. The picture of you. I will show you my own picture as well. It's more than your income. So, who is doing the rest? Now, if you look at your income and your expense, and your income is more than your expense, there's a problem. Sorry, your expense is more than your income. There's a problem. Is there anybody in that category? Your expense is more than your income. There's a place here called family and friends. And they are usually not budgeted. Somebody comes and tells you something happened to somebody in the village. I have one of the people I'm doing a personal coaching. I have a group of people I'm working with. And one person tells me, Deolu, how do I solve this problem? And the biggest biggest expense he has on his own expense sheet is family. Family, well, it's not even really friends, it's just family. Some people around him just feel he is responsible for them. So every month they make demand. So I told him very simply, why not budget for them? Now listen, tell yourself, all I can give in this direction is 10,000 naira, so that it's very clear on your account. Whether they ask for it or not, if you know that's what you can afford to do, be doing it. When they ask for it, tell them, I've done the one I'm supposed to do. Now, because except you control your expenses, you're not taking control of your life. You need to control it. Okay, so take a snapshot of your expenses. If it is more than your expense, you are in trouble. In a civilized environment, you are nearing bankruptcy. Okay, but what's the plan? Increase your income.